So here's a Kugel of employment decisions. The first question we address is what level of employment of a single input maximizes profit. So we're looking at what happens when I change one input and all other factors or inputs are fixed. You want to increase employment if the extra revenue produced when employment increases by 1 is greater than the extra cost. If I get more revenue when I increase employment of this variable input by 1 is greater than the extra cost is incurred, profit will rise as employment increases. The extra revenue that you get when you increase employment by 1 is equal to the extra output you produce when employment goes up by 1 and or times price. This assumes that the firm sells its output in a competitive market, so price is constant as output increases or decreases. Second, you want to decrease employment if the extra revenue produced when employment increases by 1 is less than the extra cost. When you cut back on output, the revenue you give up is less than the cost you saved. Therefore, profit rises when you cut back. This means the optimal level of employment equates the extra revenue when employment increases by 1 with its extra cost. The second question we examine is what combination of two inputs minimizes total cost. If the marginal cost of extra output when L, which we're going to use as one of the inputs, increases is greater than the marginal cost when the other input K increases, the firm can reduce total cost by employing more L and less K. The marginal cost of extra output when L increases by 1 equals the price of L divided by the extra output when L increases by 1. We're again assuming here that the price of L, we're assuming here that the firm purchases its inputs in competitive markets, so the price of L and the price of K remain constant as employment of L and K go up and go down. If you sort of do some figuring on this, you can, so you always want to move employment to where the marginal cost of extra output is lower. This means the optimal combination of L and K equates the two marginal cost. If one marginal cost is lower, increase employment in that input and decrease employment in the other input. It's also true that if the firm can reduce total cost, holding output constant, it can also increase output, holding total cost constant. Anything that lets you reduce total cost, you can also do to increase output. So you maximize output, holding total cost constant, only when the two marginal costs are equal.